So hello everyone and welcome to Sunday Brunch. It is the 11th of October. We're on week 2 of the program leading up until Christmas. So each week we're going to do a different segment of what's called, our circle of life, or whatever you want to call it. You might come up with your own name for it, but I tend to just call it a circle of life. And there's 12 segments in total. So taking the time to work on each segment of this circle of life and doing some exercises and documenting where you're at with each thing is really going to help you work on areas that maybe you have been neglecting, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, and things that might be holding you back in so many areas of your personal growth and your business growth. If you're watching back on the replay, we've just celebrated everyone's wins of the week, and I just said that sometimes our wins may be things like, putting on new customers and helping new team members and having a really amazing business that's got some momentum. And some weeks, your wins of the week may just be that you've shown up every day and you've done the best you can. And that is the process. It's up and down. And understanding that leads to long-term consistency. If you can put your cameras on, please do, because it's just me talking to myself at the moment. There's some beautiful profile pictures, but I'd love to be able to see your faces as well. So as we do every Sunday brunch, we'll do the first half is kind of talking through that one area of the circle of life, and then the second half we're going to do some high-paying activities. So this week the segment is physical activity. And I've got some questions to ask you. So if you can write in the chat bar, please do. It would be really amazing if you could share your answers to these, but also write them down for yourself. So the first question is, what does physical activity mean to you? So what does physical activity mean to you? Okay, I'll give you a couple more minutes. Please do share in the chat bar if you can, so we can all help each other. Just get a couple more. Okay, so we've got making a conscious effort to move our bodies. We've got getting up and moving, even if it's just a quick walk. Getting up and moving, no matter how small it may seem. I'm in the army, so physical activity means I get strength in my mind and my body ready for the life ahead. Amazing. Do you know why this is so powerful? And I'm so glad that you guys all shared is physical activity means completely different things to different people. And what Bethany's put is a really, really great example. And then when you look, at what Emily, Danielle and Sophie have put, just getting up, moving, like being aware of moving our bodies and making that effort, that is totally different to Bethany, who does this as a career, as it's her lifestyle, physical activity. And I can imagine Bethany's training is a lot different to lots of ours. And that's the point that I wanted to get at here is physical activity means different things to different people. There's a phrase that I love, and it's bio-individuality. And you can apply that to so many different things. And it basically just means that we are all so different. So we cannot use the same program that someone else follows, whether that's related to exercise or nutrition or even building our business. We can't follow the exact program someone else follows because we're all so different. And this was a really great example of that. So next question, have you found different types of physical activity helped you at different times in your life? So write this down mainly for you. If you do want to share, then that's amazing. But have you found different types of physical activity helped you at different times in your life? So maybe just bullet point a few things that pop into your head, whatever that may be for you. Just to throw some examples out there, like just while I've kind of they're popping into my head. So um, when I used to, I won't go too much into it now, but I used to get anxiety really bad, panic attacks, depression, and going to the gym and working out, it changed my life. And actually in some ways it saved me, because I think I would have carried on in a downward spiral. So that element of just showing up to the gym, going to classes, the social aspect of seeing people at classes at the gym changed my life. And also when I did cheer and dance at uni, that side of physical activity was a huge thing for my self-belief. It helped me believe in myself again. It was social. I had all of my best friends were people that I competed with. So I'd see them like 6 times a week. And then there's times when I was younger as well, when physical activity was, again, it meant a totally different thing. I'll repeat the questions in a minute. Yeah, absolutely. Dance makes my mind clearer when I'm emotional, feeling overloaded. Running or doing cardio in the gym helps to relieve my frustrations of life. Yeah. Jogging is amazing to clear your head. Boxercise is so helpful when I've had a stressful day. Amazing. I'll repeat those questions quickly. So the first one was, what does physical activity mean to you? And if you want to save yourself time as you're writing down these questions, by the way, just put PA instead of writing out physical activity, just to save you some time. So what does physical activity mean to you? Have you found different types of physical activity helped you at different times in your life? Again, Jazz, thank you for sharing this, because sometimes people are, whether it's due to a health reason or a personal reason or a self-esteem reason, people can be scared to start exercise. And I hope that by doing this kind of, we're going to do a bit of a worksheet together in a minute, and I hope that this helps all of you kind of find a way to get started, or if you're already regularly exercising, something to take it to the next level and create some excitement there, because it should be something. And actually, this is one of the questions, but it should be something that you're excited about, not something that feels like a chore. So anyway, moving on to the next question. Does your current exercise routine support your physical and emotional health? So that was question 3, is, does your current exercise routine support your physical and emotional health? It's important here to have the word emotional too, because sometimes, and I've been here before, sometimes you can get so obsessed with working out and the way it makes you feel that actually it's not good for your emotional well-being. So it's having that balance. Like, does your current exercise routine support your physical and emotional health? Another example of that is beating yourself up. If you say, I'm going to work out 3 times this week, and you don't work out at all, and then you beat yourself up about it and you go, oh well, I'm just not good enough, I can't do it, I've let myself down again, then that is not supporting your emotional health. And actually it could be doing more damage than good for your overall well-being. So that was number 3. Does your current exercise routine support your physical and emotional health? We've got some answers here. So currently, no, because I've gotten out of the habit of doing something every day or most days, working on that from today. Great. Yes, however, we've just had to move all of our kitchen belongings into the living room because we're having an extension, and I now have 0 room to work out at home. That's really stressing me out. Yeah. And actually, Emily, that's a perfect example of this circle of life, is when one thing is down, it can have a knock-on effect on everything else. So if we can kind of understand how the circle of life works, and hopefully these 12 weeks will kind of get you understanding that, is then we can pinpoint what may be affecting other areas. One of the areas actually is home environment. So I can imagine right now, if you were to rate everything, your home environment, the segment would probably be quite low, which is bringing other things down, which is normal. And I think the key here is accepting that that happens in life. And yes, it can be stressful, but we have to accept that not everything is going to be perfect all of the time, and it's being okay with that. My physical activity is set, so I only do 4 days, so that I can then have some days to myself, so I can just chill out and overdo it. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So next question, is physical activity something you look forward to, or is it a chore? So is physical activity something you look forward to, or is it a chore? So that's a simple answer. And then we'll move on to the next one. Final question before we do the exercise together. Not a physical exercise, don't worry guys, I'm not gonna get you all up doing a workout. I mean the exercise, like the worksheet exercise. At the moment I'm looking forward to physical activity, look forward to it in the morning, but if I don't have time and leave it till the evening, it's definitely a chore. Yeah, I'm the same actually. I'm the same. Okay, and last question is, rate yourself between 1 and 10 on your satisfaction in this segment of physical activity. So when it comes to physical activity as an overall thing, what's your satisfaction between 1 and 10? Where 10 is you're really happy with it, you've got a great routine, it makes you feel amazing, it's a big part of your life, and 1 is the opposite. And then I'll quickly read out the questions again once you've done that. So rate yourself out of 10. I should have said at the beginning of the call as well, but hopefully you're writing all of this down in your Sunday brunch notebook. If you don't already have a notebook, go and get one, and I recommend getting one that is blank pages. So you can get them from Hobbycraft. I think you can order them on Amazon. I tend to get like the sketchbooks because I know that it's going to be blank pages throughout, and you can get them as quite a small one, which is quite cute. And then just each week write down all of this, because you'll start to see how things link together. So you want to have all of your answers, all of your notes in one place, and it's going to be personal to you as well. Okay, cool. Some of you haven't put your numbers, and that's totally fine. If you want to just write down your number for yourself, if you are on the go and you're listening to this in the car or at work or whatever, just write down your number in your notes section on your phone, and then copy it into your notebook after, because I can't stress how important it is to have all of this documented, because that's a big part of this kind of, I don't know what you call it, this training or whatever, is a big part of this actually benefiting you. Because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, right? If we don't make any change to our well-being, then we'll end up, the same patterns are going to keep showing up in your life. They're going to keep showing up in a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. So you want to have all of this documented, and it's then going to help you be able to move forward. So I'll read out those quick questions again in case you missed anything, then we're going to move on to the exercise. So what does physical activity actually mean to you? Have you found different types of physical activity helped at different times in your life? Does your current exercise routine support your physical and emotional health? Is physical activity something you look forward to, or is it a chore? And rate yourself between 1 and 10 on your satisfaction in that area. So just comment done once you've got all of those questions with an answer, and then we're going to move on quickly. I found this really interesting as well, by the way, you guys. So there was a study, and I can't tell you the exact study, but it was an American study, and they found that the optimal prime time for activity for the general population to support physical and emotional health is 45 minutes a day, 3 to 5 times a week. That's it, 45 minutes a day, 3 to 5 times a week. So hopefully this exercise that we do right now is going to help you find a way to enjoy those 45 minutes a day, 3 to 5 times a week. So you might want to start a new page, because this is kind of a little quiz. It's going to be a little personal quiz for you. And actually we did do this a few weeks ago, so some of you may have done this before, but it's always good to do it again anyway, just because things do change. So is everyone ready? Just comment ready when you're ready, and we will start with question 1. Ready, yes. Okay, amazing. Ready? Okay, so question 1. Each question has 4 answers, A, B, C, and D. So you write down the right answer for you. And you don't need to write down the questions, by the way. You can if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it unless you're super, super quick at writing. You can always watch the recording back if you wanted to write it down in detail. So number 1, you arrive at a party and you immediately head towards the A, pool table, B, crowds near the food table, C, political conversation in the corner, D, a deck looking over the lake. Okay, so I'll read them out again. And by the way, this is going to determine your fitness style to help you find a fun way of doing exercise. So you arrive at a party and you immediately head towards A, the pool table, B, the crowd near the food table, C, political conversation in the corner, and D, a deck looking over the lake. And then just comment done when you're done. Done. Okay, number 2. You've just been told you have to head a committee for work. Which of the following do you agree to? So A, the company softball team, B, the holiday party planning committee, C, the charity oversight delegation, D, the nature ropes course team building event. I'll read them out again. You've just been told you have to head a committee for work. Which of the following do you agree to? A, the company softball team, B, the holiday party planning committee, C, the charity oversight delegation, D, the nature ropes course team building event. Comment done when you're done. Done. Cool. I'll read them all out again one more time at the end in case you missed any. So number 3, you just won tickets to a concert of your choice. Who do you go and see? A, rock band, B, pop star, C, singer-songwriter, D, a reggae artist. So the question was, you just won tickets to a concert of your choice. Who do you go and see? A, a rock band, B, a pop star, C, a singer-songwriter, D, reggae artist. If you struggle with picking the right answer, what I always do is process of elimination. Then you might be left with a couple and then go, I don't know, you've got to really think about it. Which one would you prefer if you could only choose one? And then comment done once you are done. Amazing. Okay, number 4. You get to plan the perfect vacation. Do you A, head to the shore for a week of beach volleyball? I'll say that one again. So you head to the shore for a week of beach volleyball. B, go on a cruise to meet new people and see the world. C, go to a resort where you can rest, recharge, and enjoy some golf. D, head out on an eco tour in Brazil and stay in a remote jungle treehouse. So I'll read them out again. You get to plan the perfect vacation. Do you A, head to the shore for a week of beach volleyball? B, go on a cruise to meet new people and see the world? C, go to a resort where you can rest, recharge, and enjoy some golf? D, head out on an eco tour in Brazil and stay in a remote jungle treehouse? Okay, we've got some dones, amazing. Okay, number 5, your pet of choice is A, a Labrador Retriever. You need a pet that can keep pace with you. B, a Siamese cat. You love to hang out when you're home, but the truth is you're often out and about and need an independent pet. C, a Schnauzer. You adore this reliable lapdog. I can't speak this morning. He's your buddy through it all. D, a tarantula. You're not scared of anything. Okay. Comment down when you're done, or read it out one more time. Oh my God, no. Yeah, I couldn't have a tarantula either. Okay, number 5. Your pet of choice is a Labrador Retriever. You need a pet that can keep pace with you. B, a Siamese cat. You love to hang out when you're home, but the truth is you're often out and about and you need an independent pet. C, a Schnauzer. You adore this reliable lapdog. He's your buddy through it all. D, a tarantula. You're not scared of anything. Comment down when you're done. Okay. Number 6, your favorite time of day is A, game time. B, midnight, that's when things get interesting. C, 5 o'clock, work is done and it's time to go home, eat dinner and relax with a good book. Or D, sunrise, when life's adventure begins. Okay, so I'll read that one out one more time. So your favorite time of day is A, game time. B, midnight, that's when things get interesting. C, 5 o'clock, work is done, it's time to go home, eat dinner and relax with a good book. Or D, sunrise, when life's adventure begins. Okay, amazing. Tiffany's done. Comment done, just so I don't move on whilst you're still writing down your answer. Done, done. Okay. Number 7, if you were a piece of produce, you would be A, an avocado, you need the fat to burn. B, a pomegranate, it's good for your skin and you like to look good, plus it works well with cocktails. C, an apple, nutritious and one of your go-to snacks. Or D, yucca, it's exotic, rustic and yet grounding. I don't know if I pronounced that right, by the way, yucca. Done, amazing. I'll read it out one more time and then I'll read them all out again one more time. So 7, if you were a piece of produce, you would be an A, avocado, you need the fat to burn. B, pomegranate, it's good for your skin and you like to look good, plus it works well with cocktails. C, an apple, it's nutritious and it's one of your go-to snacks. D, a yucca, it's exotic, rustic and yet grounding. Okay, I'll read them all out one more time and then we're gonna read out the results. So 1, you arrive at a party and you immediately head towards A, the pool table, B, a crowd near the food table, C, a political conversation in the corner, D, a deck overlooking the lake. 2, you've just been told you have to head a committee for work. Which of the following do you agree to? A, the company softball team, B, the holiday party planning committee, C, the charity oversight delegation, or D, the nature ropes course team building event. 3, you just won tickets to a concert of your choice. Who do you go and see? A rock band, B, pop star, C, singer-songwriter, D, reggae artist. Number 4, you get to plan the perfect vacation. Do you A, head to the shore for a week of beach volleyball, B, go on a cruise to meet new people and see the world, C, go to a resort where you can rest, recharge, and enjoy some golf, D, head out on an eco tour in Brazil and stay in a remote jungle tree house. Number 5, your pet of choice is A, a Labrador Retriever, you need a pet that can keep pace with you, B, a Siamese cat, you love to hang out when you're home, but the truth is you're often out and about and you need an independent pet. C, a Schnauzer, you adore this reliable lap dog, he's your buddy through it all. D, a Tarantula, you're not scared of anything. Number 6, your favorite time of day is A, game time, B, midnight, that's when things get interesting, C, 5 o'clock, work is done and it's time to go home, eat dinner and relax with a good book. D, sunrise when life's adventure begins. And number 7 was if you were a piece of produce, you would be an A, avocado, you need the fat to burn. B, a pomegranate, it's good for your skin and you like to look good, plus it works well with cocktails. C, an apple, nutritious and one of your go-to snacks. And D, yucca, it's exotic, rustic, and yet grounding. So, count up how many of each letter you had, and then if you want to share in the chat bar, please do share the one that you had the most of, and then I'm going to read out the results. A is the most, B is the most, 3B, 3C, 1D. Mine, by the way, is 4B, 2D, and 1C. C is the most for me, B, I love how different everyone is, it's amazing. C, D, 3, 1A. 3B, 3D, 1A, amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so I will read out the results. Oh, there's so many different answers here. It's so cool. And it goes back to the whole thing about bio-individuality and everyone being so different. So like my exercise routine definitely wouldn't work for someone who answered mostly A's because we're completely different. Anyway, so if you answered mostly A, you may be a team player. So the team player likes to play sports. If there is a competition, this person is in. Team players are disciplined and focused when it comes to specific goals. They tend to be confident and energetic. Although they are friendly and outgoing, they keep their eye on the prize when it comes to workouts. They are willing to push through for the team and will give 100% as long as they continue to set goals and stay committed. Team players are willing to stick to a routine for as long as it serves them, but can get bored since they prefer to push themselves to grow and improve. So suggested activities for A, the team player, are basketball, competitive swimming, cycling, frisbee, racquetball, running, skiing, soccer, tennis, volleyball. So anyone who was an A, just comment if that is definitely you or it sounds like you. And then maybe an activity you're already doing or one that you want to do, maybe just have a think about that and write something down for your own use, something that you might do more of. So that was A, was the team player. So B, if you answered mostly B, you may be a social butterfly. So the social butterfly, the description for the social butterfly is, where's the party? Music and fun energize social butterflies. They like a challenge. In fact, they need things to stay varied and interesting to stay engaged. Don't take their desire to have a good time as an indicator that they are shallow. Social butterflies seek intensity and clarity. It's what keeps them going. They are easily bored and they find it hard to be motivated if they don't find value in what they are doing. The key comes down to people for them. If they look forward to being with the people, they will show up. So suggested activities for B, the social butterfly, are bar classes, bicycling or jogging with a group, bicycling, I cannot speak today, bicycling, did I say that right? Riding a bike or jogging with a group, CrossFit, dance lessons, group boot camp classes, hot yoga, karate, roller derby, soul cycle, Zumba. So that is most definitely me, especially because dance and Zumba is in there. But maybe if that was you and there's some things in there that you've never tried, maybe just write down a couple and think, I'm going to see if I can do that. Obviously, it's a bit more difficult now, but a lot of this stuff, people are being really creative and creating virtual, for example, like bar classes is really amazing. You just need a bar or a radiator. And I have a friend who does them virtually, and it's kind of like, if you ever did ballet when you were younger, it's like a ballet fitness. It's really, really cool. So that's something that you could try. Okay, so we've got a couple of B's. That's amazing. Okay, if you answered mostly C, you may be a workout regular. So workout regulars like the gym. They use the equipment, keep a workout log, and wear a heart monitor. You'll find them on the treadmill reading a book or working out with a trainer for proven results. They are regulars at the gym and like to stay focused on their workout. Proper form is important, so they seek out classes run by people they respect and wish to emulate. So suggested activities for C, the workout regular, are elliptical training, jumping rope, kickboxing, one-on-one personal training, power yoga, running, stairmaster, swimming, tennis, weightlifting. So do we have any C's? And maybe write down, yeah, we do, Debbie, amazing. And maybe write down some things that you want to do more of out of those lists. Oh, we've got quite a few C's, amazing. Okay, and D. So if you answered mostly D, you may be a nature lover. So the nature lover, get outside. The nature lover seeks both the adventure and serenity of the outdoors. While they don't mind being around other people, they tend to keep themselves and focus their attention inward as they interact with the elements. Their goals are relevant to whatever it is that they are trying to conquer, so they tend to be well-rounded when it comes to fitness. Getting and staying fit is less of a conscious decision and more of a result of what they set out to accomplish. So suggested activities for C, the nature lover: backpacking, beach yoga, hiking, kayaking, mountain biking, road cycling, rock climbing, rowing, running, windsurfing. So do we have any D's, the nature lover? Maybe you were a mix of both as well. Yes, we do. Joanne, amazing. I'm a D, but not on those activities. And Debbie, have you ever thought of trying any of those activities? Because this is what I find really interesting is when people get a certain result here and they've never tried any of the activities, I always think it would be really interesting to try them and see how it feels for you. Description wise, that's more me than C, but I only have one D. I'm both B and D, they both interest me. Amazing. So what I find really, really cool here, and I touched on this a little bit then, is sometimes we're not doing the right exercise for our personality. And I think that that is so cool, because that might be sometimes why we find it boring, or we find it a chore, or we find it difficult to find the motivation to do it, because we're not doing something that really lights us up in a place that is so personal to us. And I think if we can trial and error some of these things, and this hopefully this is a good starting point for you. If we can trial and error some of these different activities, you're going to quickly find, you know, I love that, I want to do more of that. And when you're doing something, and I learned this from dance and cheer, and anyone who has a hobby or a sport that they have to show up for the team, is when you're showing up for the team, and you're showing up for something that you're working on together, and it becomes a social thing as well because you're seeing the same people every week, it does become less of a chore, because there's more to it. Whereas when you're just like, at the moment I don't have anything, which I'm sure is the same for a lot of you because a lot of activities and things have stopped. But when it's just me going, I need to go work out, if I'm not following a program and I'm not following some part of a community, then I find it really difficult to go, okay, I'm going to prioritize that today. So it's just something to really think about. Is there any, I don't know whether you've written anything down, but if you want to share in the chat bar, please do. Is there any activity that you was either read out for your personality type or another one, that you want to start doing more of? Obviously, with the situation, it's a bit more difficult, but like I said, you can get creative. So please do share. Me, for example, like I've never actually done bar, but in my section of suggested activities, it's one of the only ones I haven't tried, and I haven't tried hot yoga. I've never actually done karate, but I've always wanted to. So they're things I might kind of look out for to give them a go, because who knows, it might become something I absolutely love. Jazz would love to do some sort of dance, amazing. I know for a fact there's virtual dance classes online. And if there's enough of you, then I can do virtual heels classes or something like that as well. Because actually, before I started doing Juice Plus, that was one of my jobs, was teaching dance, mainly to hen parties, but it's so much fun. Just recently signed up to Les Mills on Demand, going to try their different programs. Amazing, Danielle. And were you, which personality one did you fall into? More C, but you only had one D. See, that's interesting because you said you've recently signed up to Les Mills on Demand, and Les Mills is a lot of weightlifting, isn't it? Like with bars and cardio and a mix, which actually falls into C, which is what yeah, you said you were. So that's really interesting. Did karate when I was a kid. Always wish I got back into it. I won't start dancing again. Okay, so all of these things that you guys are saying, like, I would love to do this, I want to do this, I'd love to get back into this. Choose just one thing, and over the next week, take the actions you need to take to start doing that thing again. So you might not actually start this week, but maybe you inquire in a couple of things. Maybe you get some costs of programs. Maybe you find someone who's local who teaches that. Maybe you ask someone you know if they're going to start up a new program soon. So it's so easy to go, right, this week I'm going to start doing this, but actually you need to break it down into smaller steps, because that if that thing is so overwhelming, then you're going to procrastinate and you're not going to do it. Like if you go, I'm going to start doing this week, but actually there's more to it because you don't even know like when the classes are taking place, how you can access them, how much it is, do you even have the money saved up at the moment, can you even afford it? So it's all of those things. So just set yourself one challenge of taking the first step, and that I think is manageable, just the first step this week. Waiting for PT sessions to start again as need a program written. Amazing. So I guess that means you already have a PT that you've been working with and you're waiting for them to start up again. You need to find someone new, or and again, like breaking it down. So is that an online PT or is that someone at your local gym? Because a lot of people are doing things virtually at the moment, and actually I don't think it affects your training or your experience that much. You know, it's never going to be the same as being in a room with people, face-to-face contact, but you're still able to do it. I used to have weekly PT sessions, but just back to the gym and feel lost without one. Yeah, I mean, Josh, my partner, is a personal trainer. So if anyone does want any sort of online coaching, or, you know, even just like a workout plan written, you can pay for a one-off workout plan. It's things like that. And, you know, sometimes it might not even be a PT that some of you need. It might just be you need someone hosting a regular Zoom class that you can show up to, you know. So like I said, it's just taking that first step. Maybe, Debbie, it is for you reaching out to some different people and getting some quotes and different things. That maybe that's the first step for you, and you can tick that off. And for everyone, it's going to be so different. So I need a written plan. Okay, well, if anyone would benefit from that with Josh, then let me know, because we can definitely sort that out. But again, you need to find the right person. You need to find the right person for you, and you need to find someone who's in alignment with you. And that process involves speaking to a lot of different people. You know, some of you, I might be able to get Josh on the phone with you. He can talk through your goals, but then some of you might go, actually, I don't know if this is the right thing for me. And that's okay as well. And I'm just using Josh as an example because it could be anything. But don't be afraid to speak to different people. And going back to what I said at the beginning of the call, you need to find a way that makes this something that's really enjoyable for you, and not like, oh, my PT's messaged me again, I've got to book in another session. Like, if that's actually something that motivates you, that's great. But you really want to be in a position where it's something that is so much fun, and then the results of the exercise and the benefits are just a byproduct. And just really, really quickly before we move on to the break and then the high paying activities. So I've just written down some of the benefits of physical activity, which I'm sure you all know anyway, but there are, well, this is a really cool statistic, is 7 hours of activity a week decrease the risk of premature death by 40%. That's powerful, right? So 7 hours of activity a week. And you might think 7 hours sounds like a long time, that's an hour a day, but that includes just taking a half-hour walk, you know, half-hour walk, half-hour exercise, and that's seven hours a week, and it reduces the risk of early death by 40%. And I think that is amazing. And then another thing is moderate and vigorous physical activity, even short bursts of under 10 minutes, can greatly increase your lifespan and daily quality of life. So even if just 10 minutes, you just, I don't know, put some music on and you dance around your house, or you do some squats up the stairs, or you run up and down the stairs, be careful with that, run up and down the stairs, or you do an evening walk to the shop and a morning walk to the shop, or you know, whatever it is. But those little bursts of energy can really, really help improve your life. And each of the areas they improve, and I won't go into too much detail, but you've got the cardiovascular system, you've got the digestive system, you've got the endocrine system, the lymphatic immune system, muscular system, nervous system, reproductive system, respiratory system, skeletal system, emotional benefits, and cognitive benefits. And that is all of the things that exercise benefits. I'll just really quickly read out some of them that stand out to me. So in the cardiovascular system, it obviously lowers blood pressure, strengthens your heart, improves circulation, increases good cholesterol, decreases bad cholesterol, it supports the health of the skin. In the digestive system, it supports your gut health, it promotes regular bowel movements, and can support your metabolism, so obviously helps with weight management, which you guys all know anyway. You've got the endocrine system, so exercise increases the insulin sensitivity and the body's ability to remove glucose effectively. Obviously, you know, if you've got too much glucose, you've got too much sugar, it's not healthy. The lymphatic and immune system, so exercise strengthens the immune system, it can reduce inflammation. Exercise can actually change the characteristics of the blood, which is really powerful. Exercise can improve the functioning of the muscles, it can reduce injury and chronic pain, it increases muscular strength. You've got the nervous system, so cognitive function is improved, which can help with things like dementia, Alzheimer's, your memory, your language, even your intelligence, because of the way that your brain works. It can improve your body and spatial awareness and improve your reaction time. When it comes to the reproductive system, so exercise can support the male and female fertility. It can improve energy levels, strength, endurance, flexibility. It obviously boosts confidence. You feel better in yourself when you exercise. It may also enhance arousal for women, exercising. And if there's any men on the call, exercising can decrease the risk of erectile dysfunction. So actually, I heard this funny story as this guy was incredibly overweight, and all of his friends, all of his family, his doctor said, you need to make a change because you're not going to survive. Like, you're obese at the moment, and if you don't make a change to your lifestyle, you will not live longer than 2 years or something like that. And he was like, yeah, whatever. And he didn't make any change. He didn't make any change to his lifestyle. He knew he wasn't going to live long. He just accepted that was it. That was his life. And I think sometimes people kind of, they don't want to accept the reality, so they kind of just block it out. And then what was really funny is he went to this doctor, and this doctor said, like, if you don't make a change to your lifestyle, then you might suffer with erectile dysfunction. And that was the one thing that made him change, and he lost all of this weight because he did not want to experience that. So I just thought that that's quite a funny story to share. And you know, different things motivate different people, right? Just finishing on what I was saying, so you've got the respiratory system. So exercise can strengthen your lungs. It can help the body to use oxygen properly and remove carbon dioxide. In the skeletal system, exercise can reduce the risk of fractures and other bone diseases. And then obviously there's the emotional benefits as well. So it produces endorphins when we exercise, right, which really help with the feel good emotions. So you never regret a workout, and it's so true. And it can help manage stress, depression, anxiety, and improves those feelings of empowerment. You know, if you complete a workout or you do some sort of exercise where you're really, really sweating, you're going to feel so empowered. But it's easy to say all of those things because you know the benefits of exercise. It's just making those first small steps and small changes to be able to make it part of your lifestyle, rather than something that's like, I know I need to do that because it's healthy for me to do it. You know, it's got to be something that's fun, and that starts with really, really small steps. So I hope that has been helpful. I'm going to stop the recording in a minute. We'll have a really, really quick break. We'll come back and we'll do some high paying activities. But yeah, if you do want to share anything that this has helped you with, please do. And hopefully you've got some notes. You can look back over this call and just make one, like the Juice Plus mission, one simple change. Massive kick up the bum, making it my goal to move around in some way every day. You are so welcome. That is amazing. And that is so powerful. You know, you don't need to go to the gym for 45 minutes, an hour every day. Don't need to lift loads of heavy weights. It's just a case of moving your body, and you will fall in love with that feeling that over a period of time it will grow and grow and grow. So that's enough of me talking for a minute. Grab yourself a drink, have a stretch, do whatever you need to do, come back, and we're going to do some high paying activities for a little bit and just get some momentum in our business. So I will see you all